All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Middle. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. And we got to get to the regular.
From the 39, Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
50 seconds to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
On play action, Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bills have taken the early lead. Hauschka adds the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here you go, 368. Bravo. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Check that.
Throwing again. Dalton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Check 9. Check 9.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's not often that you get 19-year-olds that enter the NFL, but this guy is absolutely special. Tremaine Edmonds out of Virginia Tech, 6'4", 250-plus pounds, can run like a deer. We just saw his ability to flash and make plays.
His brother Terrell also taken in the first round. First set of brothers taken in the first round of the same draft in NFL history. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Lead. 3 balls. 93, 52, 93, 44. 44. There you go. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here.
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the 6th-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. 7-7, our score after one. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Come on, QB, come on.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Tight down, there you go.
Here's Allen. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Trying to run it in. DeMarco. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Patrick DeMarco. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Alpha. Hey, let's get this. Heavy. Under 10. Hands up.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton.
What we got?
He's going to air one out. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
52, 93, 44. Here you go. 10. 58 to Mike. Watch the pass.
To throw again. Dalton eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way home touchdown. John Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 20. Three-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 24, Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Bernard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. 58, right? 368. 58, right there. Man out. Hey, Zoo.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
368.
On third down, Bernard. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Blue draw, Porter.
Check three.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
52's the mic. 52's the mic. Rip left.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at that. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Airing one out for Boyd. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got motion. Regular. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Passing. It's Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on.
And now to the air, Dalton. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike, 56.
Now Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
5. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm coming for you, son.
Operating from the gun. Dalton, and Green with a catch left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
On 2nd down, Bernard. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
58, right over here. Watch this. Hey, box drop. Hey, 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
58 is the mic. 58.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Alert 3. Dash, go now. 53's the 368. 53.
Throwing again. Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Mike, 53. Mike. Hey, let's get that.
From midfield here, Dalton looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end right, tight end right. You got 3 down.
From the gun, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
319.
57, come on. Ricky.
Half 85, half 85. Half.
No.
5 wide. Gun.
Twist. Watch twist.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Now left side on the swing pass. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard
line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Nice. Hey, Wood.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Regular. Man, that's trash. Hey, Delta.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Keep it up, defense.
93, 52, 93, 44. There you go.
I'm coming after you. 53 is the mic.
Regular.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, he's going to let this one go. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Allen. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll begin here with Bernard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Yeah, watch this. Here you go, Cam.
On 2nd and very short. Dalton over the middle. That's caught by Ross. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Watch this.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It's caught left side by John Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
368.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard, he's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 33 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go.
Round 80.
Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Round 80.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.